Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sunny Savita and I'm back with another exciting project. Guys, in this video, we're gonna implement one custom chatbot. Yes, guys, one real-time custom chatbot. And here you can see the complete UI of this chatbot. And we're gonna learn that how we can create this type of chatbot from scratch. Yes. So let me test my chatbot. Let me check whether it is working correct or not. So here I'm giving few question to my chatbot, and again I'm saying it's going to my custom chatbot. So yes, definitely I can customize the answer according to my requirement. So guys, here is my question to my chatbot. I'm asking to my chatbot, can you tell me the low budget sound based handset? So let me hit the enter, and here you will find out yes, it is going to generate the answer. So this is the like low budget sound based handset. Here you can see the complete detail. So from the e-commerce website itself, I scraped the data and I have created this custom chatbot, which we are going to deploy also. Yes, right. So here guys, we are going to be deploy this particular chatbot, and we are going to do a deployment of this chatbot on AWS. So please watch this video till end, and here you will get a lots of insight, and you can take the reference of this particular project for many other project, and this is going to be a very much important for all of you. Let me ask you more question to my chatbot, and let's see whether it's going to be answer or not. Now here, if I'm going to be asked to my question, can you tell me the best Bluetooth handset or best Bluetooth bird? So let's see what it is going to be answer to me. Now you can ask any sort of a question related to your electronic gadget, related to your product, on whatever data actually you have trained it, or whatever data actually you have used your knowledge base, or you have created your database, right? So guys, see, it is giving me an answer that Bluetooth handset recommended the review this that, right? It is able to generate the answer in a specific manner. So let's see, let's learn how we can create this type of chatbot from scratch. So first of all guys, I will show you the documentation which I have created for all of you related to this e-commerce chatbot, and here I kept each and every command which is required for developing this particular project, because everything I'm not going to show you from very scratch. I did it already in my previous video, so here I kept the reference. Now here I have kept the command with respect to the deployment as well. So later on, basically we are going to deploy this particular project, and with respect to that you will be able to find out each and every command over here. So one by one, in front of you only, I'm going to show you this particular command. Now one more thing guys, what I can do here, so I can like explain you the architecture also. So here I've created one raw architecture, and that definitely I'm going to be explaining. So first, let's begin with the architecture, let's begin with the requirement, and then finally we are going to code our project. So here guys, you can see this is my complete environment which I have created for my project, and I will give you the step-by-step guide with respect to this particular environment. If you are new to VS Code, if you are new to this development and all, that definitely you can check out my many videos which I am going to refer you, and you will be pro in this development. So first of all, what I can do here, I can give you the I can give you the brief overview of this particular architecture, and then later on we'll try to implement our project. So let's begin. So first of all, let me switch off my video so that you will be able to get the access of the entire system. So guys, here what I have my data. Okay, now let me write over here what I have a data. Now this data actually which I'm going to be scrap from where, tell me. So this data actually which I'm going to be scrap from the, tell me, from the e-commerce website, that is Flipkart or Amazon. So yes, I won't show you that how to scrap the data from Flipkart or Amazon. Later on I can create a dedicated video on top of it. So by using the BS4 or by using the Selenium and all, we can easily scrap the data from the Flipkart and the Amazon, or from any other e-commerce website. So that is not a big deal. Here I already kept the data inside my system, so definitely I going to show you that particular data. Now the data actually it is available in the form of table. Yes guys, so this data actually it is available in the form of table, or this data actually it's in a tabular format which I kept in my Excel file. So let me show you this particular file. So here guys, if I will show you this file, you will get the complete detail of the data. So inside this particular data I have several column, right? So inside this particular data, you will find out this product ID, you will find out the product title, rating, summary, and a review. So guys, here just look into the product title, and here guys, inside the product title, you will find out we have different Bluetooth headset and all. So here you will find out the bot or rockers, and here you find out the Realme words, and then you will scroll down, you'll find out the OnePlus, and once you will scroll down, you'll find out Realme words 2 or OnePlus Bullet, okay, Realme Buds Q, a different handset, right? UI Titanic series and all. And with respect to that, you will get the ratings, okay, ratings, and here you will get what? Tell me, you will get the summary of the product, and here is a complete review, guys. Okay, so here is what? Here is a complete review. Now guys, this is what? This is my data. Now this is what? This is my review, and apart from this review, whatever thing you can see, right, this product ID, product title, rating, summary, so this is what? This is my metadata. Okay, metadata means what? Which is representing to my product. I hope you are getting my point, and I hope you are familiar with the data also. Now let me like explain the architecture again. So my data actually it is available in the tabular format. So from this data actually I am going to be segregate two things. So first I am going to be segregate the review, and here the second what I'm going to do, tell me. So here basically the second thing which I'm going to be segregate the metadata. Now inside the metadata actually you will find out each and everything, product ID, you'll find out the product summary, you'll find out the product name and each and everything. Okay, now what I'm doing here guys, so here with respect to this review, what I'm going to do, so with respect to this review, I'm going to be create a embedding. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be create a embedding with respect to this particular review. Now for creating this embedding, either I can use the OpenAI embedding or Gemini embedding, anything I can use, any sort of embedding model I can use over here. And then this particular embedding I'm going to be stored where? Inside my vector database. Now let me introduce this vector database, this that which vector database we are going to use over here. So guys, for this particular solution we are going to use Astra DB. Yes guys, you heard right. So what we are going to use, so here we are going to use Astra DB, and this is nothing, this is a Cassandra itself. So let me write over here Cassandra, and this Cassandra actually this is a NoSQL database, but this NoSQL database we can use as a vector database. And then other on the other hand, inside the same database, inside the Astra DB itself, we are going to be store our metadata. So one side we have an embedding, and another side we have a metadata inside the same database. So I think this data ingestion process is clear to all of you. Now it's time to query, right? Now it's time to do the QA, or it's time to create the chatbot. So here let's say if my user is going to ask any sort of a question, this is what, this is my happy user which wants to ask some sort of a question, okay, related to some technical gadgets. So here let's say this is what, this is my query which is coming from here. Now this query actually it is being converted into the embedding. Yes, you heard right. Now this embedding actually, so based on this particular embedding I'm going to perform this semantic search, okay, and semantic search or similarity search, anything you can say over here. So this semantic search, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to find out the relevant embedding. Okay, I'm going to be find out the relevant data from here based on this semantic search. So this is what, this is my embedding, and here also I have my embedding, this one. I'm going to perform the similarity search, cosine similarity dot product and whatever, and here I'm going to be find out the relevant data. Okay, relevant data. And along with this relevant data, so inside this relevant data, what I have guys, tell me. So from here actually I'm going to find out the review. Okay, review, and based on this particular relevant review I'm going to be capture the metadata over here. So let me write over here metadata. Metadata means what? Product ID or a product name, or let's say product summary. So here is what, here is my review based on the similarity search which we are able to get, and here is my metadata. Now this is going to my LLM, right? LLM, to my LLM basically what I'm going to be pass guys, tell me. So here I'm going to pass my review means my context plus prompt. Okay, plus prompt, right? Prompt means what? Tell me, what is the meaning of the prompt? So prompt is nothing actually, it's an instruction to what? To my LLM. So here let me draw the prompt, let me talk about the prompt, and here I am going to be mentioned about the prompt. So I'm passing review and this prompt to my LLM, and then based on that we are going to generate the final response. So this is the complete architecture guys with respect to our implement. Now let me discuss about the tech stack, that which tech stack I'm going to be used for creating this particular project. So here guys, the very first thing, so first thing basically we are going to be use the Python programming language. The second thing, as a database we are going to be use Cassandra. So here let me write the Cassandra. The second one is nothing, it's Cassandra, which is nothing, which the Astra DB, this is also called Astra DB. And the company which provide this Cassandra, that is nothing, that's a data stack. Okay, data stack. Now apart from this one, we're going to use the Langchain for creating this particular project, Langchain. And here for the deployment guys, if we want to deploy this particular project, so we're going to use the AWS. Okay, AWS EC2 for deploying this particular project. So I hope everything is clear. Now let's begin with the implementation. So first of all, what I'm going to do here now, one more thing I would like to highlight over here. Let's say if I want to create the web framework or web API, right? So here if I want to create the chatbot, right, web where I want to use my web like a UI and all. So here for that, actually I'm going to be use this HTML and CSS, and on the other hand I'm going to be use this Flask as well. So yes, this project actually which we are going to be create, we are going to be create by using the Flask. I will let you know how to write the HTML and CSS for the chatbot UI, and I will let you know how you can use the Flask for creating this web application. So now let's begin. So I hope everything is going to be clarified here. Now if you will look into the project guys, so inside the project you will find out I already created some sort of a folder, and I hope this folder and files is visible to all of you. Now what I can do is step by step, basically I can give you the complete detail of this particular files and this folder. So first of all, what I will do, I will show you the documentation which I have created for all of you. So the very first thing guys, what I'm going to do after creating my folder inside my local system, inside my CD or E drive, so I will be creating the Conda environment. If you don't know about the Conda guys, if you don't have this Conda, by using this particular link you can download the Conda I kept inside my document. So here is the link for downloading the Anaconda. Now then what we are going to do, we are going to be create an environment. So by using this particular command you can create the environment. This document will be available inside the description of the video, so from there actually you can directly download it. Okay, now you'll find out that if you want to be like activate the environment, so here is a command source activate env. If you are going to be use the patch terminal. Now if you're going to use the cmd, in that case you can utilize this particular command. Let me write over here conda activate, and here you can give your environment path, right? So this is for what, this is for the cmd. Okay, cmd terminal. And now here if you want to be like install the requirement.txt, so here is a command for that. Now here guys, what you will do, so you are going to be create the .env file for what, for keeping your environment variable, secrets variable, right? And here you are going to be use the setup.py file for installing what, for installing the local packages. Now what is the local package and all, everything I will let you know over here, don't worry. So I have already created this file and folder, I already created the environment. That's why I'm not going to be show you again and again, because it is very time consuming. So for that, what I did guys, I already created one video here for the end-to-end project setup. So if you haven't checked this particular video for the end-to-end project setup, please go and check out. Here I have given you the link, and this link will directly redirecting to you on my end-to-end project setup. Now 4 weeks ago I published this particular video. Now you can see the number of views, and here you can see the comments and all, everything guys, and see the number of likes. So people are liking this video a lot, and definitely you should check out if you want to understand that how we can do the end-to-end setup by using Git, Docker, VS Code, Miniconda, Anaconda, or with any other tool inside where, inside your local system. Then you won't ever ask to me, sir, how to do the like end-to-end setup for the AI related project. So I hope this thing is clear now. Coming back to my project. So guys, what I'm doing here, so first of all, see, let me show you here. I already created the environment. Here I already kept the requirement inside my requirement.txt file. Here I already created the setup.py file for installing the local packages in my virtual environment, in my local virtual environment, this one. And here I am already having my data, the data which I have shown you. So now the next thing what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to be create one more folder. So the folder name is going to be a notebook. Now inside this one, first I will let you know that how you can prepare your data, and then basically I will show you that how you can create this mod, how you can write the modular code and all everything. So let me create the file over here. So my file name is going to be trials. Okay, I'm going to perform the different trials, trails dot ipynb. Now what I will do, so here I'm going to be create one more folder, right? So my folder name is going to be e-commerce bot. So this is my folder. Now inside this particular folder, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create my init file. So init underscore init underscore dot a py. So this is my file, and with this particular file I can simply identify so which folder I can treat as a local package, which folder is my local package. Yes guys, so wherever my init file is available in whatever folder, so that folder will be considered as a tell me what local package, and that local package I can install inside this virtual environment by using a setup.py. So let's do one thing here. I haven't installed my requirement.txt file inside this virtual environment. So first I can install this requirement.txt. So simply I can write pip install -r requirement.txt, and I will be able to do it. But before that, let me do one thing. Let me create few more files and folder over here inside this e-commerce board. So here my first file is going to be ingest.py. So that is what this is my file name. Now here my second file is going to be retrieval and generation. So here let me create my second file, retrieval and a generation dot a py. And now the third file is going to be data preparation or data converter, because here I will have to convert this tabular data into the specific format if I want to be stored inside the data stack. So for that guys, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to be create one more file. So my file name is going to be data converter.py. So this is my file name. Now guys, what I will do, so first of all I will show you step by step that how you can like perform the how you can convert your data into the desired format, and then basically I'll be writing the code over here. Now one more file is remaining over here. So here I'm going to be create that. The file name is going to be app.py. Okay, now apart from this one more thing which is required. So one folder name which is templates dot okay, which is a templates, right, which is going to be contain my html file. So here I'm going to be create my templates, templates. So template. Now here one more folder is required, that's a static. So let me write here static, which is going to be contain my css file. So here I can simply create my html file. So what is my HTML file guys? That be chat.html, and here inside the statistic, so I can create one more file that is going to be style.css, style.style correct dot css. So this two file I've created for all of you for creating my UI, for creating my user interface. Now what I will do guys, so here let me open my notebook. So this is going to my notebook. I have to select the environment. So here I have to select the environment. This is my environment. Now just select this one, recommended one, and here what you can do, you can install the kernel. So let's say if I'm going to be write this import.os, automatically it will give me an option for installing this kernel if you are running it first time. Otherwise you can do it manually as well, but here it is giving me an option that definitely I can install it. Now until my kernel is installing, what I can do here, so here actually I can write the command for installing the requirement.txt as well. So let me do one thing. Let me write the command for installing the requirement.txt. So let's wait. Let's let it install this kernel, and then I will be showing you how you can install the requirement.txt. Now, if you want to get this entire command, guys, no need to worry about anything. I kept everything for you step by step. You can follow this process for creating your environment, for installing your requirement, or for like setting up your setup.py and all. And don't worry, this entire code I'll be providing you in the form of GitHub. I'll be providing the GitHub link, and then later on we are going to check this AWS deployment as well. So let's see whether I'm able to install my kernel or not. Still it is installing. Let it install, and then okay, it is done now. Perfect. So here I'm going to be connect with my kernel, but if I'm going to be executed, so yes, I'm able to do it. Now if I'm going to write any other package name, let's say if I'm going to be write here import pandas as PD. So definitely I won't be able to get it because I haven't installed that particular package where inside my virtual environment. So now let me execute this pip install -r-record.txt, which is containing all my requirements. So yes guys, see, is collecting all the requirements. Let it complete and then we'll start with the like data preparation. Okay. So guys, here you can see I have done with my installation. So what I will do now, I will be checking that whether I'm able to import this pandas or not. So yes, definitely I'm able to import my pandas because I have installed this particular package. Now what I will do guys, so step by step, I will show you how you can prepare your data. So for that guys, I written some code. So let me show you that particular code. Okay, so first of all, what I need to do, I need to import my data from this particular directory. So let me take a location of the data. So here I'm going to be copying my path. So it's going to be data underscore a URL. So here is what guys, here is my data URL. Now what I can do, I can put the double slash because sometimes I get the issues whenever I'm going to be run inside my local system with a single slash. And here I can put the are also okay. Now this particular thing, okay, this data URL I have to pass to my read CSV. So read underscore CSV. So now let me pass it. R means what? For reading it, so I won't face any encoding error, right? So this is going to my data. Let's see whether I'm able to catch it or not. Here it's saying read CSV is not there, so let me call this pd.read CSV. Yes, I am able to read my data. Now I can simply keep this thing inside my data variable. So guys, what I have, tell me, I have my data. Now what I can do with this particular data, with this product data, so first of all, I can check with the columns. So let me show you the columns. So here guys, what I have my column product ID, product title, rating, summary, and the review. And here you can see the data type and all, everything. So what I'm doing guys, see here actually, I don't require the entire metadata and all. As of now, I'm just going to be show you with two columns. So as a metadata, I can take this product title, and on the other hand, actually, I can take this review. Okay, product title, product name, and this review, right? So for that, I just need to take two columns. So simply I can write over here what I need to write, guys, tell me. So here, or let me write this data, and this is what tell me this is my two column which I'm going to be collect. Okay, for what? For creating this particular application. I'm not taking this product ID or rating or the summary and all. As of now, it is not required. If you want to keep it in your real-time use case or in your required use case, definitely you can keep over here. I don't have any issue. So here what I have my data. So let me run it and let me check. Yes, I got this two particular column. Now let's try to convert into the desired data format, which is required for keeping inside where keeping inside the data stack. So first of all, what you need to do here, so here guys, this is the code which I have written for what? For converting my data into the desired format. Okay, so what I have my data. So this data actually I'm going to be iterate on top of the data. I will be iterating, I will be getting the index value and this row. Okay, so what I'm going to be do, here I'm going to be collect my product title, means my name, and here I'm going to be collect my review. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to be create a dictionary. Okay, or you can say into the JSON format. Then I'm going to be append inside where? Inside my product list. Fine. So let me show you this particular code that what I will be getting inside my product list after running this. So if I'm going to be executed, so over here, let me show you this project list, guys. So this project list actually it is giving you this dictionary which is available inside the list. So one side as a one key, I have my product name. On the other hand, actually, I have my review with respect to that particular product. Got it? Now what I will do here, so if I want to check, so definitely I can iterate on top of it and see this is what, this is my entire data which I converted into the dictionary. Every row I have converted into the dictionary, or you can say into the JSON format. Now what I will do, so this particular data actually I am going to be keep where inside my, tell me, inside my data stack. Okay, on the other hand we have a, on the one hand actually we have this title, on the other hand we have a review. So review, with respect to this review actually I'm going to be create a embedding. So with respect to this text data, I'm going to create my embedded vector. So how we can do it, let me show you that part. So first of all guys, what I will do, see here, I require this document format. Okay, this document format, because I cannot pass my data. Okay, if I'm going to be use Langchain, means if I'm going to be use the this data stack through this Langchain, actually I will have to convert my data into this document format. So if you will look into the requirement.txt, you will find out this data set: Langchain, OpenAI, Langchain Astra DB, okay, PyPDF, py.env, Flask. So these are the library, and in all these library we have this data set as well. So now what I'm doing here, so I'm going to be convert my data into this document format. And how we can do it? So guys, here you will be able to find out this particular code. So let me show you this code, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to be executed. So definitely you can check with it. So document dot append. So here guys, see what I have. I'm going to be iterating on my data on my product list. So where is my product list? This one. Okay, means my JSON value. So which I kept inside where? Inside the dictionary. Okay, or you can say JSON. Both are same. See, JSON, it's actually it's a encoded object. Dictionary, actually it is working specifically for the Python. Right now here product list, so I'm iterating on top of the single row. So here I'm getting my product name. So from of inside this entry, actually I'm having the key and value. So from there I'm going to be collect the product name. Okay, so that is going to be a metadata. And here this one actually it's my real data, which I'm going to be used for what? For the embedding. So this is what, this is my metadata. And here is what, here is my page content. This is my real content which will be using for the embedding. Okay, so they have written the code in such a way in the backend, so that wherever whatever data I will be having inside this page content, that particular data I will be using for what? For what? Tell me. For the, for what? Tell me. For the embedding. Okay, so now let me execute it and let me show you how the docs look like. So if I'm going to show you this docs, guys, so you will find out this docs. See, so I have my document. So here is what, here's my page content, which is a review, and along with that you will be able to find out what? You will be able to find out the metadata. Okay, and that is nothing, that is my name of the product. Now here you can keep other data as well. So I just kept this product name, but you can keep your ID, summary, or review, rating, whatever you want to keep. Now this is the data, like data preparation, right? So here basically I'm going to be prepare my data, and for that specifically I have created this specifically I have created what? One file. So let me copy and paste the code over here inside this particular file, guys. And don't worry, this each and every line, this each and every code, you will get it from my end. So what I have, guys, see here is what, here is my document. Here I'm going to be read my data. Now let me take the correct path of my data. So here I'm going to be copy the path, and I'm going to be paste over here. Or else what I can do, already it is available inside my notebook. So from there itself I can take it, because I already kept the double slash over there. So let me take this particular path. Otherwise you can use the OS module as well, and by using that OS module you can read this particular data. So that is also possible over here, but I'm showing you the simplest way. I'm thinking that you are a beginner, and as a beginner basically I'm going to show you everything. So this is what, this is my data, guys. Now what I will do here, so here I'm going to be collect this two column, then here is what, here is my JSON, and finally I'm going to be convert into the document. Okay, now inside this data ingestion, let me write the code. Let me give you the code basically. So here is the complete code of the data ingestion, this one. So let's try to understand this code step by step and one by one. So see guys, here I am having this Astra DB vector store, where actually I'm going to be store my data. Then I'm having this OpenAI embedding, okay, for converting my data into the embedding. But here you can use any sort of a model. I showed you many demo with Hugging Face, with Gemini, with Mistral, with Llama, with any sort of a module. Just go and check with my previous videos. Then we have this load.env for loading the environment variable from this .env file, portable environment variable file, OS, okay, PD, and this data converter, which I'm going to be collect from where? Tell me. Which I'm going to be collect from here, from this particular file, okay, data underscore converter. Let me check over here, is it correct or not? E-commerce board, okay, this is what? E-commerce uh, commerce board data converter, and here it is fine, I think. Great. Now what I will do, see, here is what, here's my method. So now I'm going to be read few variable as well. So first is OpenAI API key, then Astra DB endpoint URL, then here application token, and here is what, here is a key space. So this four thing is required as a secret variable. So I'm just going to be keep it inside where, inside my .env. So let me take over here inside my .env, guys. This is what, this is my secret variable. So first is key, second is endpoint, third is token, and fourth is the key space. Now what I will do here, so here basically I'm going to be read it, right? So definitely I'm going to be read it, this particular variable. Then I'm going to be create my embedding, okay, this object, and here I'm going to be assign. So here basically I'm going to be initialize my vector is store from here, from this one. Getting my point? Then here I'm going to be pass my embedding chatbot. Okay, this is my collection name. So let me write any other collection name because already I did it. Already I used it. So let me write over here chatbot e-commerce. Okay. Now what I will do, so this is going to be my collection name where actually I will be storing my data, actual data inside the database collection, and thereby data will be available. Then my API, then my token, and then what? Then my key space. So this thing, this value is required over. Now here is a storage status. So I have written this custom condition or the particular condition. So let's say if my status is none, means I haven't stored my data. So in that case, what I'm going to do, so here I'm saying storage is none. So then only I'm going to be store the data. If my data is already there, means I have already stored the data. So instead of none, basically I'll be passing the done. Okay. So if storage is not equal to none, in that case I will be simply like passing this vector store, this one, this particular variable, this configuration. Otherwise first I will store the data, okay, and then second time if I'm running it, so that I know I'm just making sure over here that I'm not passing my data inside my data stack again. Getting my point? हिंदी में बोल देता हूँ, मैं दोबारा डेटाबेस में डेटा नहीं डाल रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ पर ये मेक श्योर कर रहा हूँ, आई एम मेकिंग श्योर दैट आई एम नॉट स्टोरिंग द डेटा अगेन इनटू माय डेटाबेस. Okay, so by using this particular condition I'm like doing that, and I will let you know whenever I will be using the retrieval or whenever I will be created my final application, because data I'm going to be stored by using this a particular command only. Okay, because by using this data ingestion only. So here what I have, so here is what, here is my ingest data, and here I will be passing my status. So let's say if I haven't passed anything, I'll be passing none. I'm creating a configuration of my Astra DB store, and then storage status, I'll be passing the status. If it is none, means I haven't passed anything so far, and I'm going to be store the data. And if I have passed already, in that case it will be come over here and it's going to be written this vector stored. That's it. So let's see whether I'm able to store my data over here or not. Simply I'm going to be check over here. So first let me write the CLS, and here I am passing my file name ingest.py. So let me copy the path here and let me paste over here. So this is my file name, guys, and here if I'm going to run, let's see whether I'll be able to do it or not. So it is saying dev ingest is not there, so I think wrong over here. Let me check what is the wrong. Invalid syntax, line number 17. Line number 7, valid syntax. Okay, now I think it's perfect. Let's see whether it's going to work or not. TLS. Okay. So guys, here you can see it will be storing the data where inside my Astra DB. I will be showing you the Astra DB. So here you can see it is storing, and it will take some time. Until what I can do, I can show you from where actually you can collect the particular thing. I already shown you in my previous video, but again let me show you that part. So see, once you will open the Astra DB, let me open in front of you only. Astra DB, right? Astra DB login. This is the website. Astra data stack Astra DB. Okay, just sign in over here. Let me sign in. So here I am going to sign in. Now this is my mail ID. With that actually I am going to sign in, and here guys, see, so what I have my database. This was e-commerce chatbot is what, it's my database. Now inside that actually you'll be finding out the different collections. See, this is what, this is my collection chatbot.com, and here you can see my 450 record which I loaded just now. So what you need to do if you are going to be create a new database, let me show you the process. So here you will click on this create database. Here you will write your name, DB name, let's say test, and then what you will write, you will select the reason, okay, name and reason, and you will create the database. After creating the database, you will get these type of name, these type of like configuration and all over here, right? You will just click on the database here, and right hand side you will find out the endpoint URL, this one, and here you will get the option for generating the token, this one. So endpoint URL and token you will be getting in this particular way. Getting my point? Yes, help me. Yes. So once you will collect this token, and once you will collect this URL, and here is what Astra DB key space. So there itself you will find out the Astra DB key space, this one. As of you are working in a default key space, you can write the default key space. Otherwise, what you can do, you can create the new one if you want that. But by default, actually, you will find out this particular key space. Now, if you want to check the data, guys, so here you can check the data. Now, inside the JSON, see what I have a ID. Now, here what I have my content. This is my review. With respect to the review, actually, you will find out what? You will find out the vector. This is my vector. And here is what? Tell me, here is my metadata. So, in this particular format, actually, you will be able to store your data. So, this is a JSON format, and you can check in the tabular format also. So, I hope, guys, this thing is pretty much clear. Now, let's try to build our retrieval, and then we are going to be create our final chatbot over here. So first of all, guys, what I can do here, actually I can build my retrieval after ingesting a data. So let me write the code and let me explain you. I already written it. I'm just giving you that particular code, guys. So no need to do no need to write from scratch, because it's a time consuming process. So here let me step by step explain you this entire code. So here I'm going to be generate my response through what? Through my LLM. So once I will fetch the data from the database and I'm passing to my LLM, and then finally I will be generating my response over here. So first of all, let me explain this like entire code. So here is my str output parser. Whatever output I will be getting, I'm going to be parse it. Then chat a prompt template. It's for the template only. Then runnable pass through on the runtime. Actually, I can pass my messages. Then this is my for the model. OpenAI model, you can integrate any sort of a model, and here is what? Here is my ingest data. From where? From this e-commerce ingestion. Okay, from this e-commerce ingest, from this particular file, I have this ingest data. See here, inside this particular file. So ingest data. Got it? Now what I'm doing here, see, first I'm going to be execute this vector store as a retriever. Okay, so here I will be getting my retriever. Here I'm passing my prompt. Okay, so you are a e-commerce bot and all, something like this, and this that. You will be getting the context, and based on that you have to generate the answer. So my query, my context, and here is my complete prompt. Now this particular prompt, actually I will be passing here. Okay, this is my prompt. So simply I can write the prompt over here. Write the prompt, not video prompt, it's a prompt only. So this is my prompt. Now what I will do here, so here is my prompt, here is my model, and this is my chain. Okay, LLM chain. So context means like whatever context I'm getting from the data. Here I'm passing the question which I'm getting on a runtime, then prompt, then LLM, then parser. So in this specific sequence, it's going to be executed. Now here, see guys. So from here, actually I'm going to be execute this ingest data. Okay, so if I already store the data, in that case I'm going to pass this done. Now see over here. So whenever the done is come over here, this status means I no need to store the data again. I simply have to get this vs store object. That's it. Okay, so I'll be getting this particular vs store that I'm going to be passed over here, and from here actually I'm going to be fetch the data from this vector store based on a similarity search. You can look into the architecture I've shown you over there here inside this architecture. Okay, this one. Right now, after fetching the data, what I'm going to do over here, tell me. So after fetching the data, guys, simply I'm going to be invoke it. That's it. So this was the two question which I was asking to my chatbot, and here I am going to be execute. Let's see whether I will be able to run it or not. So here let me take the path of this particular one, and here I am going to be write this Python, and here is what? Here is my path. Okay, so control V. What I can do, again I can copy the path, and here I can paste it, this particular path. Got it, guys? So what is my path, guys? Here my path is this retrieval generation.py. So let me hit enter, and let's see whether I will be able to generate the answer or not. If everything is fine, definitely I will be getting my answer over here. And finally I am going to be create my flask app.py. And guys, the video is going to be quite long. I think it will be around 40 minutes, so please don't mind. This type of projects and all, it takes time, and yes, it is for you only. Now see guys, everything is fine and I'm getting my answer. Now let's create our app.py, means our web application. So here guys, for you, for the web application, I already kept the code. Let me take this particular code, and step by step I can explain you this entire code. So here guys, I have my entire code. Now let's understand it. So first I'm going to be create a flask object which I'm going to be import from here, from the flask itself. Then basically I'm going to be load each and every environment variable here. Okay, so here I'm going to be load this particular environment variable. Then finally here I'm going to be ingest the vector store. I already store the data, that's why I've written done over here, because I already ingest the data. So if you are working in a real time, in that case, you can create two UI, first for the admin, second for the user. So this is the user UI, or the admin UI you can create for you, where actually you can deal with this ingest data or something. Getting my point? Now here is my vector store. Okay, so I will be getting my chain. Now this is my home page, chat.html. Now let me show you the code with respect to this chat.html. And this code actually you can use for any sort of a chatbot, guys, for any sort of a project. So let me give you this particular code, and this code actually I just find it out for all of you, and it's going to be very amazing. This particular chatbot which we have coded over here. It's a pretty huge code, so later on you can go through it one by one. Again, it's not a HTML class. I'm not going to explain you this particular code, but you can utilize it as a template at many places or for many POCs. Okay, so the next one is going to be a static file, static.css. So let me give you the code of that as well, which we have used for what, guys, tell me. So this code actually we have used for what? Let me give it to you for the styling and all. Okay, I want to style my HTML page, and here is a code for it. So definitely you can check out if you are interested into the front end, or else by using the React and all, you can create the front end, and you can connect it by using the Node.js as well, and you can make an integration to the Python code as well. Everything is possible in the world of the development. That's why we are able to see the huge product, or the smartest product, right? Because of this coding and programming only. So now what I can do here, I can simply check with this app.py. So here I have this chat.html, which I'm going to be load at the home URL. Then basically whenever I'm going to be hit the request. So here /.get, this is my URL. Method get and post, for whatever method I can work. So I'm getting a message from where? From my home, from my HTML. And then this is my message, which I'm going to be passed to my invoke. And here I'm going to be generate the answer. That's it. As much as easy, right? As easy as possible. This is now what I'm going to do here. I'm going to be execute this app.py. So here let me write this Python app.py, and let's hit enter, and let's ask, or let's do one thing. Let's see whether it's going to be run or not. So Python app.py, guys, and here my project is going to be execute. It is going e-commerce. Okay, ingestion is not there. Maybe I have written the ingest over here. Let me check. Let me execute it one more time. Not an issue. It's fine for us, guys. It is executing, and let's see whether it is able to generate the URL or not. Python app.py is loading everything. Okay, great, guys. So I got my URL, I got my chatbot, and let's ask some question to my chatbot. So here, guys, this is my chatbot, and it is ready to go now. So let's ask some question. Here I'm going to be, see, guys, here. We are going to be use the specific data. Okay, this is my custom chatbot. We are going to ask anything to this particular chatbot, right? Any general thing and all. Definitely, it can reply. So let's say if I'm going to be asked, what is a capital capital of India? So this is my generic question. Here I'm using the GPT model, so definitely it will be able to answer. But let's see along with that what extra it is providing to you, because here we are going to be use the RAG system. It is for what? It is for the specific question. Now, if you want to handle this type of generic query, so definitely you will have to create one extra route. So whenever someone is going to be asked the generic query, which is not related to that knowledge base, so that thing you will have to think from your side. My point. Now what is the capital of India? Let's see if I'm going to be hit enter. So here it will be able to give me an answer. So let's see, guys, what is my answer from my chatbot. So here it is loading. Let's see whether there is an error or not. No, there is no error. And here first time I think it takes a little time, but later on actually it will giving you the answer. So here what is the capital of India? I think it is searching to the entire document, and it is not able to find out this type of. There is no such error. Is this one mine, or this? Both are mine, no? I think this is running on the another system. What is the capital of India? Okay, let me ask the same question. Words. So, what is a best earbuds? Okay, so here it is giving me answer the best earbud regulator based on the provided information. I think, see, guys, I was telling you the same. Here it won't see it's a GPT model, but we haven't designed our prompt and all in such a way. So either I will have to write the prompt so that it can handle this question, or else if you want to do that, you can create the extra route as well. Now here, if I'm going to be asked what, okay, so can you tell me, can you give me a detail about one plus words? Now see guys, what I'll be getting over. So here, can you give me a detail about one plus words? See guys, here is a detail. Now if I'm going to be asked what is a capital of USA. So let's see what I'll be getting here. It's not going to be generated the answer because see, I'm sorry, I'm an e-commerce what my expert is. See, that's what I was saying. If you want to handle it, you will have to be design your prompt in that particular way, or else you will have to create a specific route for this type of generic question which is a out of context. Okay, and see, it's not a wrong answer, it's a correct answer. Whatever thing it knows, the specific custom chatbot, it is giving an answer based on that. So what is the wrong with this chatbot? No, nothing, right? So yes, I hope you got to know how to create this type of chatbot, and now you can test it with a different functionality. Now guys, we'll see how we can deploy it. So just with me for next 5 minutes, and definitely I will be showing you how you can deploy this particular chatbot, guys. Now let's see how we can deploy this project on top of the AWS. So first of all, see guys, here I have written all the steps which is required for this deployment. So one by one, step by step, we'll see. So first of all, you need to push your code to the GitHub, because from there itself, we are going to be deploy our application. But before that, let me show you one more thing. So here you need to log into your AWS account. So here, let me click over here. I given the link as well. So once you will log in guys, after login, what you need to do here, you need to set up your EC2 instance, or after the setup actually you need to configure it. Okay, so what I'm doing here, so I'm going to be launch my AWS instance. I am going to be logging back because I already log in. So after that, what I will do, so just a second, let me log in over here with my root ID. Is loading. I can stop the service as well because unnecessary it is running. So now what I will do guys, I'm going to be login with my root mail ID. So here is my ID guys, this one. Now next, and here is what, here I'm doing a sign in. So after sign in guys, what you need to do here, you need to configure your EC2. Okay, just a second, let me open my E over here. So you will search EC2, you will find out this elastic cloud compute. Now after finding out this EC2, so simply you can launch your instance. So click over here, click on this launch the instance. I given you each and every detail over here. You can go and check, and according to that you can work. Now simply write the name. So e-commerce chatbot. So here is what, here's my name. Then what you need to do, you need to select the machine from here. So you can select this Ubuntu, and here it is giving you the server. Okay, it is fine. Here is the architecture, it is also fine. Now see here, you can select this micro. If it is not going to work, you can select nano, or sorry, you can select this small, medium, or large, anything over. So here I'm going to select this large, but you can select medium or micro as well. I don't want to take a chance, that's why I'm selecting this large. So it will give me the 8 GB memory. Okay. Now here, after selecting this large, what you need to do here, you need to create a key value pair. So just write a name over here for the key value pair, e-commerce bot. Now after doing it, so here you can download the spam file. So create a PIM file, and simply you can keep it inside your system. This one, e-commerce bot. Okay. So this is going to be a key value pair which is required for the logging in. Now the next thing what you need to do here, so here you need to allow this HTTP and HTTP as both requests. Then if you want to be increase your memory, definitely you can do that. So here I am going to be keep it till 16 GB. Okay, or you can increase according to your requirement, it is up to you. Now here guys, you need to keep anywhere so that every sort of IP address you can access. As of now, I'm not going to be a specific one. Here you can select this anywhere. Then after this each and every configuration guys, so what you need to do, you click on this launch instance. So see, my instance is launching, and then I'll be configuring this particular instance. So now see, this is my instance. Now let me open my instance guys. So here you will find out this particular instance, e-commerce board. Okay, just click over here, click on this e-commerce board, and here you will be able to find out this particular instance. See, so still it is preparing, that's why you are not able to connect. Here it is running this particular instance. Now it is running. Let's see whether I can connect or not with this. Yes, now I can connect. So guys, see here, I click on this connect, and then here you will be able to find out your instance. So now I am going to be deploy my project over here. See, we have many ways of the deployment, like complete CI/CD and all that. I will show you in the next one. So here I am going to be show you this straightforward, easy to deployment. Now this is my machine. Now simply I can write clear over here, and I need to follow these particular. I need to perform these particular steps over here. So sudo apt get. So first I'm going to be write this, I'm going to be run this particular command. So my command is going to be sudo apt get update. So this apt get, actually it's a package manager. Now we have updated version of this apt get, that is called apt itself. So I'm going to be run both for updating my machine. So here I'm updating my machine. Now I have a different command. So this is my second command. Let me copy and paste from here, and here after running it, I will be running that particular command. See, this is done. Now what I can do, so here I can paste this one, and let me execute. See guys, it is running, and yes, it is also done. So after this one, what I will do, I'll be installing my packages, this required tools, right? So git, curl, unzip, tar. So these are the tool basically which is required over here for running this particular application. I'm simply pasting here, and I'm simply running it. So see, I'm able to install all the packages. Until what I can do, I can push my entire code where to the, tell me, I can push it to the like git only. So simply I'm going to be right here git init. So once I will do it guys, here you can see I'm able to initialize my git repository. Now what I will do, so here simply I'm going to be create this git ignore. Now what I will do here, I am going to be mention few folder which is not required over here, which is not required for my final deployment. So this BNB is not required because we are going to be use the fresh instance. I'm not going to be create the virtual environment over there. This .env is required. Okay, but whenever I'm going to be pass this .env, in that case it's going to be remove all the environment key and all everything if I'm going to be push it to the GitHub. So I will be creating the .env file separately where in my in my EC2 instance itself. Now here notebook is not required because notebook is just for your just for your learning purpose here. And then this file is also not required, this e-commerce tag info. So now let me copy it, and here I'm going to be pasted this one. So this is also not required guys, got it? So these many things which is not at all required over here. Now what I will do guys here, actually one more thing, let me show you. So if you will look into this e-commerce board and this ingest file, so you will find out that it is reading the data, okay, by using this particular what this data converter is reading this data by using this particular command, this particular path. But there actually in my Linux, this thing is not going to be work. Simply what I can do, I can mention this data over there. Let me mention the data, okay, and here instead of this backward slash, I can mention the forward slash, and here this data actually it is available by this root directory. So I can mention this 2 dot over, that's it, nothing else, and here everything is fine. If you want to remove this R, you can remove that as well, and I hope everything is working fine over this one. So now guys, let's okay, but like I have already created this I have already ingested the data now, but it's still I'm doing it, but I already ingested the data from the local itself. So this is not again, this ingestion is not required. Already I written the done inside my app.py file. Okay, if I want to ingest it, then I will have to remove that done from there, and I will have to mention none. Okay, so that only, that also I have shown you in my data ingestion. So here is what, here is my this changes with respect to my data folder. Now what I have to do, I have to push the code to where? To my GitHub. So for that, I already initialized this git ignore and all. Git init is there. So now finally I'm going to be added. So let me clear it, and simply I can write over here git add doc. So once I will write it, guys, so here you will find out GitHub left will be replaced by CLI. This is fine. Now what I'm doing, so here I'm going to be committed. So git commit -m, and here is what? Here is my statement. So adding my code to GitHub. So this is what? This is my simple step, simple like a message. Then what I'm doing here, from here itself I can push it, or else let me create one GitHub repository of you only. So just a second, I'm going to be GitHub repository, because that is will be required for what? For pushing my project. So simply I can write over here e-commerce chatbot, e-commerce COMMER commerce chatbot. Okay, so here is going to be my GitHub repository. Now let's create it. The second, okay, it's done. Now what I will do here, so first I'm going to be change my branch. If it is not there, if main is not there, it will be changing to the main, but by default I think it's a main only. So yes, it's a main. Left hand side you can see git branch main. Now what I will do, I'm going to be add it. So what I'm going to be add over here, guys, tell me. So here I'm going to be add this origin. Now after adding this origin, simply I can push my code over there. So here is a command, guys. With this particular command you can simply push your code. So let me copy and paste over here, and let me push it. So here my code is pushing. If it will ask you any sort of authentication password or something, and do the sign in over there. See, it's giving me this pop-up. Now just do the sign in, and here you will be able to find out. Now just refresh it, and you will be getting your code, guys. Just doing it. Yeah, it is done. So let me show you the code in this particular repository. This is your entire project. Now readme and all, everything you can add over here, but later on we'll do that. So let's try to clone this particular repository where inside my EC2. So here what I'm doing, guys, so everything is done. Now let's try to clone the repository. So first let me write the clear over here. If everything is fine, I can simply clone it, hit clone, and here I can write my path of the repository. Okay, so this is my path of the repository, guys. See, now if you will check the ls, you will be able to find out this particular repository. Now what you can do, so simply you can do the cd, and you can check all the file and folder also. So let me write over here e-commerce chatbot, and see if I will write ls. So this is here all the file and folder. Now what you need to do here, so here, guys, we don't have this env file. Okay, so simply I'm going to be create this env file, .env file, because from there itself I'm going to be read my all the environment variable and all. So I'm going to be create this touch file, env file, and here I did it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to be open it by using the vi editor. So this is my file, vi.env. Now I will press the insert, so I can insert my value over here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to be copy and paste all the value from here. Just a second, this one. Okay, now I'm going to be keep it where inside my this one. Okay, so see, guys, here what I have, just a second. So this is my all the value. Got it? Now simply press escape, and then :wq. Okay, :wq. Then you will be exit from here. Got it? Now if you want to check, you can simply check. So cat.en. Now see, you have this entire value. And if you want to check, so this each and every command actually will be able to find out where inside this document. Okay, now what is the next thing here? So let that one also close this one. Here, guys, now you need to install your pip. So here let me install the pip over here. So this is the command for installing the pip, guys. This one. Now I'm installing the pip, and just click on yes. Fine, going to install, and finally after that you are going to be execute your application. So how was the session? Please mention inside the comment section, because that is very much important for me. These comments and all only give me the motivation for creating this type of tutorial. Okay, it is done. Now what I can do here, so here, guys, I can install my requirements. This is the command for installing the requirement. pip3. Now let me install my requirement. What is the requirement? What is the issue? Wait, let me check. Here I'm writing pip3 hyphen r. Okay, let me check whether I'm in a correct directory or not. ls, yes, it is correct. Now pip3 hyphen r, pip3 pip install requirement dot. If you believe this is the mistake, please Python is provider. You can override this at the risk of the breaking Python. Okay, guys, let me check what is the issue of this. I think it should install all the libraries and all. Okay, just give me a second. Now, guys, here you can see I'm able to execute my application. I'm able to run my pip install -r-txt. See, here actually it was giving me the issue because of this external managed environment. So for that, actually, what I need to do, I need to create a virtual environment. Here it was saying that if you don't want to do it, so here I find out one temporary solution and it will work for you as well. So whenever you are going to be install the recurrent.txt, you can simply mention this particular parameter. Breakage system package means it's not going to be trouble you. Okay, means what it will do. So here actually this external manage environment. Let me copy and paste over here this entire detail with respect to this particular like with respect to this particular parameter. So the break system package flag in pip allow you to override the externally managed environment error and install Python package system wide. Got it? If you are getting this particular issue, definitely you can check out over here. Now what I have to do over here. So first of all, guys, what I can do, how to execute the application. So this is the command for executing the application. Now how you can access your application, this application chatbot application which we are running over. So first of all, guys, what you need to do here, you need to go back to your instance. Okay, just click on your instance, and after clicking on the instance, guys, okay, just click on this instance ID, and here you'll find out this security credential. Okay, this one, security. Now just click on the security group, right? After clicking on the security group, here you'll find out this inbound rule. Now click on this edit inbound rule. Now here you can mention the port. Okay, here you can add the port. So let me add the port over here. So what I can do, let me add one more port. Just a second. Inbound rule. Okay, this is the inbound rule. Now save rules, preview changes, edited inbound rule, inbound rule 2, inbound rule 3. Okay, here is the add rule. Now what I can do here, I can mention my port. So my port number is going to be 5000 over here, because by default actually it is running over the 5000. Now here you can mention this custom TCP, going to be same custom TCP only. Now here, guys, you need to mention anywhere this one 000. That's it, right? So protocol TCP it is fine, custom TCP and anywhere. And here is what? Here is the port range. Port range means what? The port number, a specific port number. Now after adding, so I think they have changed this UI and all. That's why I was finding out the issue with it. Then what you can do? Then you can simply save it. This 5000 you did it. Now what you can do? You can save it. So guys, here your inbound rule is saved. Now just do one thing, just go back to your instance. So once you will click on your instance, so where is your instance? This is your instance. Now click over here, click on top of this instance, and here select this public ID. Okay, now here once you will do it, now open, just pass this ID over here, and then colon 5000. Now once you will hit enter, guys, here you will be able to get your application, your e-commerce chatbot. If everything is going fine, definitely you will be able to get it. Now let me check whether it is working or not, or why it is not working. I think, okay, again I will have to run it, again I will have to execute it. So let me do it one more time. Let me run over here python 3 hyphen app dot py. So if I'm going to be execute this one, definitely I can access my application. A second, let me show you python 3 hyphen app dot py, and yes, it's going to be run. Python error while finding out modules app.py. App.py is not there. I think I was running it now. App.py. Yes, app.py is there. Python. Python. Okay, let me write simple Python 3 app.py. I think I can run it. I can execute. So, okay, now it is running, guys. Now, what I can do, I can simply check over here whether it is working or not. So, just a second. Going to work. Here, it is not working. Why it is, guys? Just a second. Let me check the issue. Python 3 app.py class serving app. Okay, this is my application, and here I am running it on 5000 port. So let me check with my IP. Okay, just give me a second. Check why it is not. So guys, we are able to execute the application. How? Let me tell you. So whenever see, if you will go and check with your app.py file, see here is what, here is my app.py. Now inside my app.py file, what I have written, I haven't written anything. So here what you need to do, you need to mention host is equal to 0.0.0.0.0.0. Okay, let me show you how. So here my application is running. Now let me control C. First of all, let me stop it, and here I can show you this app.py file. So cat app.py file. So here you will find out. So what I have written, I have written this host 0.0.0.0. By using this vi editor also, you can check it. By using the vi editor also, you can configure it. Now what you need to do, now simply you need to write over here python 3 app.py. You can remove this minus m. It is not at all required over here. Simply if you are going to write this python 3 app.py file, app.py, definitely you will be able to execute. Now what I can do, I can simply run it, and here you will be able to see my application is running now. Okay, once I will run it python, so my application is running now. Just go with the instance, copy the public IP address, and here just paste it over here, and then write this 5000. Once you will write, guys, here you will be able to find out your application. Now you can ask anything. What is the low budget, budget year words? Okay, so if you are going to be asked this thing, definitely it will be able to generate the answers. Give me. Now you can ask something else. Let's say here if we can ask, so give me 4 best bluetooth bluetooth okay, bluetooth earbuds earbuds in rank. So let's say if I'm going to be asked this thing, so here it is giving me a rank wise. So first is OnePlus, second is Realme, third is Boat, and fourth, I think fourth is not there, so it is not giving the fourth one. We just have three categories. Now you can see my Boat is working fine, and definitely you can see we have deployed. And likewise, you can deploy your application. And if you want to create the CI/CD, you can do that also. I'll be showing you in my next video. Fine, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. We'll meet you in the next video, and there we are going to be solve some amazing use case, some amazing project and all. Until, thank you, bye bye, take care.